Chapter 4, Section 2, The Beginnings of Hinduism. Your beliefs and traditions are a part of your life. They come from your family, your community, and your own ideas. Think about some of your beliefs and traditions. Consider where each of them come from. Questions to think about in this section. Number 1. How did the basic beliefs of the Hindu religion develop? And number 2. Explain the Hindu idea of reincarnation. Key terms to make sure you understand that will be defined for you through the Google Classroom: reincarnation, dharma, and ahimsa. Key people will be Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Please make sure to have your notes through the Google Classroom open to complete throughout the section in this video, and submit for homework when you complete. O Lord of the storm gods, may your grace come down to us. Do not hide the sun from our sight. O Rudra, protect our horsemen from injury, and may we have worthy children through your grace. Your glory is unbounded, your strength unmatched among all living creatures. O Rudra, wielder, handler of the thunderbolt, guide us safely to the far shore of existence where there is no sorrow. This prayer was part of one of the early Aryan Vedas. It praised gods of nature and asked for protection against ill fortune. What, do you think, is the meaning of the plea, "Do not hide the sun from our sight"? Think about that. Pause and think about that for a moment before continuing with the video. The roots of Hindu belief. The Aryans passed such hymns honoring their gods from generation to generation. As Aryan culture mixed with that of the people they conquered, new ideas and beliefs became part of the Vedas. From this blending came the world's oldest living religion, Hinduism. A blend of religions. As Hinduism developed over 3,500 years, it absorbed many beliefs from other religions. This made Hinduism very complex. Many Hindus believe that since people are different, they need many different ways of approaching God. Thus, many different Hindu practices exist side by side. Hinduism is more than one of the world's major religions. It is the national religion of modern India and a way of life for more than 700 million people today. Its beliefs have influenced people of many other religions. Yet Hinduism is unlike other major world religions. There is no one single founder, but Hindus have many great religious thinkers. Hindus worship many gods and goddesses, but they believe in one single spirit. Hindu gods and goddesses. The gods and goddesses of Hinduism stand for different parts of the single spirit. An ancient Hindu saying expresses this idea: God is one, but wise people know it by many names. The most important Hindu gods are Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. These gods can take many different forms, both human and animal. Each of these gods is a part of a single, all-powerful force called Brahman. Hindu teachings say that Brahma was born from a golden egg. He created the earth and everything on it. However, he is not as widely worshipped as Vishnu and Shiva. Hindus believe that Vishnu is a kindly god who is concerned with the welfare of human beings. Vishnu visits Earth from time to time in different forms. He does this to protect humans from disaster or to guide them. Unlike Vishnu, Shiva is not concerned with human matters. He is very powerful. Shiva sometimes destroys the universe, but he also creates it again. Shiva developed from the god Rudra, the wielder of the thunderbolt, in the prayer at the beginning of this section. Hindu gods have their own families. Many Hindus, for example, worship Shiva's wife Shakti, who plays a role in human life. Like her husband, she is both a destroyer and a creator. She is both kind and cruel. Basic beliefs of Hinduism. All Hindus share certain central beliefs that are contained in religious writings or sacred texts. The Upanishads. One of the Hindu religious texts is the Upanishads. Upanishad means sitting near a teacher. Much of the Upanishads is in the form of questions by pupils and responses by teachers. For example, "Who," asks a pupil, "created the world?" The teacher replies, "Brahman is the creator, the universal soul." When asked to describe Brahman, the teacher explains that it is too complicated for humans to understand, that Brahman has no physical form. Reincarnation. One of the ideas in the Upanishads is reincarnation, or rebirth of the soul. The Hindus believe that a person may die, but the soul is reborn in the body of another living thing. Hindus believe that every living thing has a soul. This idea has been an important part of other Asian beliefs as well as Hinduism. What body will the soul enter when it is reincarnated? According to Hindu belief, it is the actions of a person in this life that affect his or her fate in the next. Good behavior is always rewarded. Bad behavior is always punished. Faithful followers of Hinduism will be reborn into a higher position. Those whose acts have been bad may be born into a lower caste. They may even return as an animal. If a person leads a perfect life, he or she may be freed from the cycle of death and rebirth. The soul is then one with Brahman. A Hindu's duties. To become united with the one spirit and escape of the cycle of death and rebirth, a person must obey his or her dharma. Dharma are the religious and moral duties of each person. These duties depend on factors such as a person's class, occupation, and age. By obeying his or her dharma, a person comes closer to Brahman. Another important idea of Hinduism is ahimsa, or nonviolence. To Hindus, all people and things are an important part of Brahman. This means they must be treated with respect. For this reason, many Hindus do not eat meat and try to avoid hurting living things. Many paths to truth. Hinduism teaches that there is more than one path to truth. No matter how a person searches for truth, he or she is accepted as a Hindu. Because of this view, Hinduism allows its followers to worship in different ways. One Hindu may present gifts to a personal god. His or her devotion to the god brings the soul closer to Brahman. Another may practice special exercises and deep thinking to help free the soul from the cares of the world. Still others hope to be united with Brahman by learning the sacred writings. Questions to be able to answer by the end of this video. 1. How did the early Aryan religion grow into Hinduism? 2. How are good and bad behavior related to reincarnation in Hinduism? And finally, what does escaping the cycle of birth and death mean to Hindus? Make sure you can answer these questions as well as completing your Google Doc through the Google Classroom, making sure that's complete for homework, and submit. And when you're done, we'll see you in class tomorrow.